Hi guys, it's dearyoongi and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are finally going to be looking at my top 10 K-pop songs of 2020. My friends Nick and Matt have both kindly also contributed their top 10s as I can. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So before we start, I'll explain a little how this is gonna work. We'll start from number 10 for the three of us and work our way down to the top spot at number 1, going through all three of our picks at a time so we can see the different choices. This larger box will be our video viewer for Nick and Matt's choices before they move to their sections on the right where their reasonings are. Then we'll see mine. I'll talk a bit about that too and then we'll move on. Okay, that makes sense, right? Yay. So let's start with those who just made it onto the list at number 10. Nick has gone with La Di Da by Everglow and has given the following reason. La Di Da really reminds me of the Protoman. Probably would have been done instead if you swap when they were released though. I defo agree with this. I remember us talking a lot about Done when it was released because it slaps, but the issue is, it was released quite early in the year, so it's understandable why it didn't make top 10. Now let's see what Matt had at number 10. Matt says Wiki Miki choruses always deliver and this is one of their best in a long time. Fun, upbeat and ridiculously catchy. Love the brass. As somebody who is very Wiki Miki biased, I can say I wholeheartedly agree with this. I don't want to say too much more because I'm afraid my bias will give away any spoilers for my own list, but yes. God tier song. And my turn it is. Here's what I put as my number 10 for my top 10 songs in 2020. I'm a little monster. Not gonna lie, I didn't actually realize how much I listened to this song until my Spotify stats told me, but I love the mysterious and creepy aura of the instrumental. I think this is definitely my kind of concept, even if I didn't realize it at first. Now let's move on to the songs that made it to number 9. Can't get you out of my mind. Nick says, there's something really feel good and wholesome about it that I can't explain, but it makes me want to dance along without fail, even if I'd just be jumping around. I hadn't heard this song prior to this video, or at least couldn't remember doing so. So from first listen's impression, I agree that it's super wholesome and strangely enough I also just can't explain why, but it's cute, and I like it, and that drop damn. Let's see what's at number 9 for Matt. Matt says Monster has the great low bass, sexy percussion, reminds me of Christina Aguilera's Dirty and a chorus that slaps with a really great Irene section that shows off her vocals like never before, and I love all the little touches like the baby noises. I was definitely expecting a reappearance of this song alongside its feature on my own list, as I know Matt is a Red Velvet stan and I thought he'd appreciate this song, and like he said, all the additional touches in the background. Now here was my own choice for number 9. I mentioned in my Mama Predictions video that I loved Mariah, and I'm happy to see it made its way onto my 2020 top 10 list. I just think this song shows how much Hwasa is growing as her own solo artist, and the fact this song must have come from a really vulnerable place just makes it even more impressive for me. Number 8. More. The rap goes pretty hard for Twice, but also let's be real, they could release Noise and I'd love it. Also the instrumental for the chorus is pretty refreshing. This is funny to me because it's true. Nick is probably the most Twice biased person I know, so I'm not expecting him to dislike anything they put out, but I can agree I do think the instrumental chorus is refreshing for Twice. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I know a lot of groups overuse those, but to my knowledge Twice hardly ever use them in title tracks. Here is Matt's choice for number 8 too. I love how ITZY songs mesh the really heavy grimy bass lines with fun poppy choruses, and Wannabe was no different. Think this is a sound only pop girl groups can deliver. It takes it even further with a great breakdown section near the end with some proper bass slaps. Oft. Just as I know Nick is a huge Twice stan, I know Matt is a huge ITZY stan, and I don't think he has disliked a song they have put out yet, so I thought this may make an appearance here. I must say, I do also love the like grimy bass sounds that only ITZY seem to do. Even if their music isn't usually my style, I do like that they do that. Here's what I had at number 8. You may be noticing a pattern here, and it is true. I can deny it no longer. I'm Mamamoo trash, and I actually thought this song would be at least in the top 5 because oh my god, I listened to this on repeat for like a solid month when it came out. Maybe this is unfortunately another case of just simply released too early in the year, or else it would have made that top 5, but yes, obsessed with this song, OMG. Number 7. Nick says this song builds so smoothly to the chorus and then just goes so hard and fast you're looking for the breaks so you can stop the G-force tearing your face off, but the entire time you're grinning like an idiot because holy shit, it's so good. Yes, those were his exact words, and oddly it makes sense and I get it. Matt says it's Twice doing a summer holiday dance anthem. Love the build up and the eventual payoff. Lots deep sounds and echoes. Feel like you're swimming in the ocean. Love seeing new things from them. Not gonna lie, I personally have not yet listened to this full album. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at listening to full albums, I never know the B-sides. But from a first listen point of view, this is definitely something different and new from them, which is very interesting. I love seeing groups experiment as they mature. First boy group appearance on this list also happens to be my choice for number 7. OMG, Wavy did not have to go so hard with this song, but they did, and I'm not mad at this. Of course, I've put the Korean version of the song in this list because it's our top 10 K-pop songs of the year. Please don't sleep on this masterpiece. The beat is amazing, and they're all super talented. Number 6. This has pretty much a full range of Dreamcatcher's abilities in one song, so it's kind of a catch-all. Started off loving it and only got more obsessed. This year is the year where Dreamcatcher also actually made me sit up and start paying attention to them. I really vibed with Boca after a few listens.
How you like that?
Whilst everyone seems to dislike their newest song, I just still love their style. I'm a massive fan of Ted's huge really bass heavy drops, and this one delivered. The second part of the chorus just reeks of attitude, which I'm a fan of. That last part Matt mentions there is exactly what sold me on this song too. The whole look at you now look at me part is so sassy, I love it. Two boy group picks in a row. What happened? JK, I'm a multi, so it's no surprise really. I know they get very mixed feedback, but I love Super M and think the concept of SM putting their strongest artists in one super group is great. I think this happens to be my favorite song by them now, even higher than Jopping. We are halfway there. Number 5. This is like the perfect ITZY song for me. I don't think they'll ever release a track that I will like quite as much. Energetic flow, knows when to go hard and when to take a foot off the pedal, and oh my god, the chorus. Pre-chorus? The EG bit that fucks so much. I touched on this earlier, but unfortunately I don't think I'm personally on the same ITZY train as my friends yet. But hey, you never know, I'll keep an eye on their future releases. Matt says pure filth. The chorus and the raspy brass over the hard-hitting bass just works for me. Massive fan of the rap sections in verse 2. Especially Aisha's rapping voice, which just sounds so full of attitude. That's actually a really good point I've never thought about before. I just thought the song is a bop and I love it, but I never thought about how much attitude was packed in every line. Even just the know you're done's. I'm just happy to see this song on here because it's easily one of my favorite songs of the year, even if the stats tell me otherwise. I'm so impressed by the longevity of this group and how they have managed to grow with their audience and change concepts. This one by them is my favorite yet. It's just so good. I'll speed through number 4 so we can get to that top 3. This video is getting long, oopsie. Nick says the way this song repeats but adds a new layer or just something ever so slightly different each time blows me away every listen. From adding new instruments to something as simple as the percussion etc. I just love it so much. Matt says all my favorite things in one song. Huge 80s synth, really powerful chords in the chorus, an insane synthesized guitar solo, vocal chants like an anthem. Really liked this change, and I was a huge fan of the concept for the video. Cyberpunk, neon or etc. I only have one word for this song and that is wow. Like I'm not being dramatic, I think it's flawless and I can't believe it has been so royally robbed at every award show this year. Yeah, it's finally time for that top 3. In at number 3. It gave me some of the same vibes La Dee Da did, and I feel like since they matured their sound it's just strength to strength. This song has so much energy, fuck. I agree that this mature concept is so great for them. Diamonds on my wrist, so he call me ice cream. You could double dip, 'cause I know you. Even though it's such a clearly generic Western style pop song, for me the second it starts playing I just love it. Really playful and addictive, feels cute and sexy simultaneously. The ice cream chillin' line just rolls off the tongue and I love Lisa's rap. I personally wasn't a fan of this song, but I get the appeal and like the catchiness factor. At number 3, I had a supergroup consisting of 4 generations of female K-pop royalty. Jung-hwa, Lee Hyori, Jessie and Hwasa, and oh my god this song was everything. Like I was obsessed from first listen. This is my dream sort of concept. The badass K-pop queens singing a girl crush anthem. Time for the runner-ups. I could go on for hours about how much I loved every Sunmi release in the past few years, but instead I'll just say this got me feeling wistful again, and I just really am a sucker for those kind of choruses. Blackpink at their best. The bass line fucks so damn hard, especially in the second half of the chorus. Lisa's section, full of attitude and confidence, and the music gives the listener, like myself, that confidence whilst listening. Here is my number 2 and oh my god I cannot praise this song highly enough. For those that don't know, Good Girl was a TV show starring idols such as CLC's Ian, Card's Jawoo, Girls' Generation's Ian, Cheetah and Jamie, all of which feature on this song. This again is a song that just suits my style down to a T. The sort of badass boss bitch anthems ya know. If you haven't heard this song, I really strongly suggest you check it out because this little clip doesn't do it justice. And last but not least, let's finally check out which track we each chose for our favorite song of the year. Nick says, I stand Chungha. Before it was cool and this song straight up killed me. It was like Boa's one shot to shot sort of, but it sat just as well on Chungha and oh god oh fuck. Okay, Fran commentary time again. The first part lol, but to be fair, he isn't wrong either. He is an OG Chungha stan and I'd never realized the comparison to Boa's one shot to shot before. Yo, I'm kind of shook about that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's pump it up.
Matt says, I just love it. It feels like such brave songwriting and dares to be very experimental / never goes the direction you expect it to the first time, but I think it still remains perfectly coherent, and I respect and often love any song that attempts to kind of kick the standard mold and try something different. The chorus has this cheese to it, but the kind of cheese you can't resist and is so goddamn addictive. Love the second verse as it just darts around like a maniac, and the backing beat during those sections in the pre-chorus build up is just magnificent. I know this is where I'd normally give my commentary, but I'm thinking I might just save that for in case I get chance to make a my least favorite songs of 2020 video.
I know you want it.
Remember near the very beginning when I didn't want to say too much about this song? This is why I have chosen Wiki Miki Dazzle as my fave song of 2020. And you know, when you just don't feel like words will do your thoughts justice? That's me with this song. It's the perfect mix of vibrant and upbeat without being too cheesy. And of all 3 Wiki Miki releases this year, it's my favorite. They are only going from strength to strength, and I couldn't be more proud. Okay, and that is mine, Nick and Matt's top 10 K-pop songs of 2003 Christmas, and a happy new year if you celebrate. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.